Dear healthcare professionals and my dear viewers, welcome to Healthcare Engineering channel. I'm R. Surya alias Kritika, a biomedical engineer from Healthcare Engineering team. I'm so glad that our team have an opportunity to have a presentation like this, and I always like to share the knowledge and experiences what I gain from the industry with you all, and this makes me and our team to create such an amazing and knowledgeable presentations like this. I strongly believe that all kinds of healthcare professionals and students can learn a lot from our channel and blog to update their knowledge by knowing the trendings in modern healthcare world. Therefore, I would like to welcome you all to subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the notification instantly once we post our informative video. And also you can visit our blog www.learnbiomedengine.blogspot.com. You learn more on the concepts we share in our videos. We can advertise your healthcare products. We can promote your healthcare events. We provide supports to boost up your healthcare business. We can provide technical reviews for your medical devices and many more online supports. If you are interested to get the support from us, please contact us to our email ID which will be shown in your screen. Healthcare Engineering team also active in these social media platforms. If you want to get more updates regarding healthcare, you can follow any one of the platform or all of these. And also if you are healthcare professional who wanted to give information regarding healthcare sector, you can utilize our WhatsApp group to share your thoughts. All the blog links and also the social media platform links are given below in the description box. Today in our presentation, we are going to see a familiar topic regarding a medical device which is nothing but stethoscope. So without any further delay, let's get into the video. First of all, what is stethoscope? A stethoscope is a medical device that is used generally by doctors, nurses and other medical professionals. They use it predominantly to perform checks on the heart and lung functions. These checks are called auscultations. Usually, heart function and lung function sounds routine and clean. So, if there are any murmurs that occur during the auscultation, a medical professional will know something is up and further investigation is needed. And practice. Stethoscopes as we know them today are arguably the most recognizable piece of medical equipment out there. They are the sign of medical professionals. Studies have also been shown the images of the people in lab coats get a huge bump in confidentiality if they have a stethoscope dragged around their neck. Automatically, people associate stethoscopes with the trustworthiness of a doctor. Even though mechanics, albeit to a lesser degree, are frequent users of stethoscope as well. There are those that say that slowly but surely the stethoscope is becoming obsolete. The rise of portable ultrasound devices are slowly phasing out the stethoscopes in hospitals. At least when it comes to cardiovascular research, in checking lungs and bowels for signs of disease, the stethoscope still has its place. However, only time will tell for how long. Next we are going to see a parts of stethoscope. Here the illustration that represents the parts of conventional stethoscope. So, when properly combined together, these parts create a functioning stethoscope which allows medical professionals to listen to a wide range of sounds so that they can easily determine and treat potential medical issues. Ear tip. The ear tips of a stethoscope is the part that goes into the user's ear where they receive the sounds that come from the chest piece. The ear tips are generally made out of rubber or silicone material and are designed to form fitting seal inside of the ears so that unwanted sounds stay out. All ear tips are made with soft flexible material that is structured to fit and cradle the inner ears. Due to their small size and inexpensive price, ear tips are one of the easiest items a person can replace on a stethoscope to improve their experience, and it can even add a little increase to the sound quality to the stethoscope. Ear tube. The ear tubes are the metal or steel parts of the stethoscope that connect to the ear tips and the synthetic or PVC tubing, which connects to the stem of the chest piece. The ear tubes are designed to isolate and transfer sound to the user's ear with minimum quality loss. Tubing. The soft flexible line of the stethoscope is known as its tubing. The purpose of the tubing is to maintain and transfer the frequency sound level that is captured by the diaphragm or bell, and it's sent to the ear tubes where it can make its own way to the user's ear. A good stethoscope will usually come with a dual lumen design and tubing that is sectioned off into left and right hemisphere so that the diaphragm bell sounds can travel from the head of the device to the user's ears with a more accuracy and acuity. Headset. The headset is the combined components of the upper half of the stethoscope, which include the ear tubes, tension spring and ear tips. All the components are designed together to form a comfortable alignment in the user's ear and are angled in a way that provides maximum sound quality throughout the headset. Stem. A stem is basically the metal steel part of the stethoscope that connects the stethoscope's tubing to the chest piece. Aside from connecting the two components of the stethoscope, it also allows the user to click between the chest piece's diaphragm and bell by turning the chest piece and clicking it into place via the ball bearing. Next one is chest piece. The chest piece or head of the stethoscope is composed of the connected stem, diaphragm or bell. Depending on the stethoscope, it may feature either a single head or a dual head design that may or may not contain a lower frequency bell. As far as function goes, the chest piece part of the stethoscope is used to listen to patient sounds by placing the diaphragm or bell end of the chest piece on the patient's chest, back or stomach. Diaphragm. The diaphragm is the large circular end of the chest piece. The side of the device allows medical professionals to listen to a wider area of the patient body and picks up higher frequency sound than the bell half of the chest piece. Some diaphragms feature a non-chill hypoallergenic diaphragm in order to ensure maximum comfort for the patient being observed. Bell. The bell is a small circular end of the chest piece. The side of the device focuses on a narrower range, listens for lower frequency sound that may not easily be detected by the diaphragm. As with the diaphragm, the bell may also feature a non-chill hypoallergenic design to provide patients with additional comfort while they are being listened to. Next, we are going to see about working principle of a stethoscope. A stethoscope is a medical device designed to pick up body sounds through vibration and transmit them to our ears. They are usually composed of a flat or curved chest piece covered highly by a film like a drum called the diaphragm. As sound vibration reaches the diaphragm, this vibrates and amplifies these sounds, transmitting them through the sealed hollow tubing into the earpiece and into the user's ear. This is the working principle of the stethoscope. Next, we are going to see about a crucial topic and also an interesting topic, different types of stethoscope. There are different types and categories of stethoscope available in global market. First one is acoustic type, which is nothing but a basic type of stethoscope. Probably the best known stethoscope type, I think so. They operate on the transmission of sound from the chest piece to the listener's ear via the air-filled hollow tube. The chest piece usually consists of two sides that can be placed on the patient's chest, a bell and the diaphragm. If the diaphragm is placed on the patient's chest, acoustic airwaves are produced by the vibrations of the plastic diaphragm, which travels through the tubings to the listener's ear. If the bell is used, then the vibrations are directly transmitted to the listener's ear. The diaphragm is used to hear high frequency sound while the bell best delivers the low frequency sound. One major issue with acoustic stethoscope has always been that the sound level is really low. This problem was overcome, however, in 1999 with the invention of the stratified continuous lumen and the kinetic acoustic mechanism in 2002. Next one is electronic type. The main function of these types of stethoscope is that they convert analog sound signals into digital one, that is A to D conversion. This can be achieved in one of two ways. The first way is that this is done by placing a microphone in the chest piece. However, this method has a lot of drawbacks By amplifying the sound directly, it has to deal with a lot of background noise that will be inadvertently amplified as well. This can seriously hinder an auscultation. Another way to do this is using a piezoelectric crystal. Piezoelectric crystal work in such a way that when pressure is applied to them, so assume as in heartbeat, a small electric charge is released. As a result, ambient noise is filtered out and you only hear the actual heartbeat in the digital form. So this is about the electronic type, and also the electronic type enables us to add a second pair of headphone. As a result, in teaching process, the professor and all students can listen in on the same auscultation, and the professor can show the students what to look out for. So this is about electronic. Next is fetal. A fetal stethoscope or a fetoscope looks a lot like the old listening trumpet. The device works by placing one end of the stethoscope on the pregnant woman's abdomen. This allows the listener to listen to the heartbeat of the fetus. A fetoscope is also called as pinot horn Doppler. A Doppler stethoscope works using the famed Doppler effect. Motion is detected by the change in frequency of the sound waves. As a result, stethoscopes that use the Doppler effect as the main detection principle have been shown to be more sensitive in the direction of aortic regurgitation and the detection of impaired ventricular relaxation. This is about the types of stethoscope that are available in market. So this is about my presentation. Hope you can get some clear overview about a stethoscope and regarding its abnormalities, etc. So if you want to know more information about the presentation, you can visit our blog, and also if you are interested to get a support from us, please contact our admin to their mail ID. Please subscribe our YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that instantly you can see a notification once we post our informative video. If you want to know more information about healthcare products or any other medical equipment, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching our healthcare engineering channel, and also do subscribe and follow our other social media platform to get an updates regarding healthcare.